Hey guys, it's Stefan from Subbox. I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds for people to join and tune in. So just hang fire. Okay, cool. Let's get the show on the road here. First of all, can you hear me? Mic check. Comment, please, if you can. Yep, cool. Got a like there, I think. So I'm doing this slightly differently this time. I'm using my laptop because Facebook says that you can share your screen, but you can't once you've actually started broadcasting. So I found that out the hard way, which is why I'm running 5 minutes behind. Sorry about that. So I'm not going to be able to actually, share my screen unless I cancel, go off, and then come back on, which I don't think is convenient, nor is it professional, and it would be annoying having two separate videos. So we're gonna have to figure this out. We might have to use something else instead of Facebook in the future so I can share my screen. But anyway, I'm using my desktop today, or laptop. So let's see how this goes. It's a little jumpy, if I'm honest with you, using Chrome. But anyway, so thanks for tuning in. Hi, people are still joining. Hope you like my shirt. I decided to wear it last time. I don't think it was very obvious though. All right, cool. So let's get cracking. I'm not as prepared as I was hoping to be honest with you, because I'm traveling tomorrow and it's going to be a busy week for me. And in fact, it's been a really busy couple of weeks. We're doing a lot of really cool stuff at Subbox. I'm seeing the comments. Hi guys, how's it going? Okay, that's good because I can actually see comments this time, whereas on my phone I couldn't see the comments last time. So that's the benefit of using the browser here. All right, okay, cool. We've got plenty of people joining. This is great. All right, cool. So let me get onto the event page. Let's go through some of these questions. Gary from Subbox. Hi, Gary. I hope you're well. Hey Stefan, wondering about your thought on support / staffing on a bootstrap budget and getting past pinch points, i.e. so many subscribers that the business takes so much time but not enough subscribers to hire support staff. What would you recommend? Okay, so this is like the perfect scenario for finding like a VA, like a virtual assistant. So you know, cash flow is always tight. If you're a bootstrap business, you only are able to grow with the money that you make. You've also got to consider that, you know, depending on where you are in the world, it might cost quite a lot of money for hiring people. So one way around this could be using a virtual assistant part-time to handle support hours, you know, like a couple of hours a day just to maintain it and manage it. But you're probably gonna have somebody full-time at the time of your shipments, because that's when you're going to be, you know, engaging with your customers the most, or during your billing dates, because they're going to see it coming up in their statements. They're going to be getting email notifications. So one way of doing that is to have like a virtual assistant. There's a bunch of companies out there that do it. You know, there's some that offshores in like the Philippines, or you can actually get US VAs as well that are quite affordable. But that means you don't have to hire somebody full time. And also consider remote teams come with the perk of not having to have an office set up. So it's far more affordable because you don't have to have people in an office where you're paying overheads for the office space itself. So that's my recommendation in that regard. I hope that helps. I mean, it's always going to be difficult. It's always like the chicken and the egg scenario with that one. And it's something that, you know, I've had to deal with my last business and this business as well. So I feel you where you're coming from on that one. So thank you for that question, Gary. Hi, guys, you're still joining. Hello. Glad to see everybody's joining. This is great. Cool. All right. So the next question is, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Sonja. Can I convert my shopping cart site to subscription? If so, how? Or will this require a new site? It depends. If you have an existing website, you could easily add like a subscription cart to your existing website like, you know, for example, you could embed the checkout, or you could just link a button that says subscriber in your main navigation to go off to a platform that handles your subscriptions for you. So that could be any platform, for example, Subly or Cratejoy, or say you wanted to use Shopify plus a plugin just to empower your subscription capabilities on an existing website. These are all possible solutions. Obviously, it's not ideal. Like, I'm not going to say that's the perfect solution. Ideally, you'd have one that has everything in one place. But if you've already got a business, you've already got an established website, it's designed, it looks fantastic, then you're not going to really want to have to move it. Plus, you've got existing customers. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be a headache. So I would recommend adding like an embeddable checkout. You can do that with Subly, and you just click the button and it pops up on the website, and then the customer can scroll through, do the checkout process, and then they're good to go. So then the only thing is you'd have to handle your orders in 2 separate places. So just be wary of that. But yeah, no need to convert your site. You don't have to do that. You could if you wanted to. It depends on where your business is at, like how established you are. Okay, moving on to the next question. Thank you for that one. Nicole McLaren. That's a very Scottish last name. I'm from Scotland, by the way. Any tips on how to capture, ask for testimonials from customers? I just shipped my first box and have great comments from customers on my social media and how much they love it. And I'd love to capture those feelings to use in my marketing in the future. Really great question. First of all, congratulations that you're getting positive feedback. That is awesome. Good job. Yeah, that's fantastic. Like, honestly, like, positive customer feedback and like getting testimonials without even asking for them is a really great thing. So imagine what you could do when you start asking for testimonials. I would just build it into your flow. So once you've shipped your box, ask for feedback, and then just, you know, you could collect that feedback and put it on your website. I would actually create an easy process for them, make it as simple as possible. So build it into your process, make it as simple as possible, make it a process like with a form or something like that. You know, there's multiple free forms, like Google Forms is free. You can go in there and create your form and then just share the link. You could build that into your automated emails as a follow-up campaign. Another thing you could do is encourage people to actually put on, you know, tweet about you and mention you. If you really wanted to, you can incentivize it. You could say, hey, we'll throw in a free whatever to your next box. And that will, you know, encourage people to actually write the testimonials, because if they're, you know, they're happy but they're just lazy, like that's a really common situation, then, you know, it would help motivate them to actually write that testimonial. And I would put them on your website, make them clear. Don't litter them everywhere, but have it like, make it clear that, you know, you're wanting to build social proof. So you want it to be like, here's testimonials from our customers. And then maybe have a section like where you've got like tweets that have mentioned you embedded, because you can actually embed tweets and Facebook posts onto your website. I would recommend that because it's more authentic. Apologies about the noise. I like doing these outside. It's just the problem because there's always helicopters in the city. So if we can't hear me, just tell me to shut up until the noise disappears. But I'll carry on it otherwise. Yeah, so you can embed those tweets and Facebook posts onto your website, and that is really good because it's authentic. You can't fake a Facebook profile that easily. You can't fake a Twitter account with, you know, legitimate like engagement easily. So I would, thank you, Sarah. I would recommend, yeah, embedding them if you can, but also, you know, make sure you ask your customers for headshots. You want, you know, they need to be real. Make them real for your customers. So make sure you ask them for headshots as well. Okay, I think that answers that. Build it into your process. That's what you need to do, Nicole. Okay, thank you for that question, my Scottish friend. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Bobby Fresh. By the way, I just want to say thank you for being so engaged on the group. I appreciate you. Yeah, wondering if anyone has found any success in sponsoring a podcast. I read that the going rate is about $18 for every 1,000 listeners for a front slot, and about $25 for every 1,000 listeners for a full middle time slot. I'm interested in finding some niche podcasts to tap into. Just wanted to get some perspective, see if it might be worth my effort. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm not an expert with this. I've not done it myself. I mean, I've been on podcasts. I've done live podcasts. I think they're great. They're fun. They're engaging, and you can actually reach like really specific niche audiences, as you mentioned. But with regards to sponsoring, funnily enough, I've actually been on a podcast that's like our competitors, Great Joy, have sponsored. Like I don't know. I personally think that people don't really tune in to hear the sponsorships. I think it's kind of like it's like magazine advertising in a way. People want to get to the content. But that's not to say it won't work. I don't know, because there's a reason that people still do magazine advertising. It might work for them. There's a reason people still do, television advertising, because well, I mean, that's far more powerful, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, I haven't got the experience in this to answer this one correctly, but I would love the input on the group. If anybody has actually done this, then please let us know. Do podcast sponsorships work? Are they effective? I mean, another great thing about podcasts is they're timeless. If you have a good podcast that has, a good, it's well established, then they're not going to disappear. So that podcast will be there for a very long time, and people will be able to go listen to it later, and any time that they discover that podcast in the future. So there's that as well, which I think is a really good positive. Yeah, so if there's any input on that one, please contribute, guys, because I don't know the answer to that one, to be honest with you. Okay, I think that looks like most of the questions. Hold on, let me just check one more time. I'm not missing anything. But guys, just as a reminder, when you're joining these AMAs, even if you don't have a specific burning question right now, if you think there's something that you could ask that could help and benefit other people, please do add it to the group, the event page each time I create the events for these AMAs, because it helps other people as well. So if there's something that you've actually encountered yourself and come up with a solution for, the guys from Subbox are really good at this. Like put it out there, or even better in this, when I do these AMAs on the event page, create a question for it so that you can contribute to it as well, and also I can come in and try and add something to it as well. But yeah, please keep asking questions. I love it. I'm addicted. I'm gonna, like, seriously, like, I don't want to do anything else. All right, let's go into these website reviews. We actually got 3 this week. How are we doing for time? Let's see how we're doing. I'll start with the first 2. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen, as I said at the beginning of this AMA. I've tried doing it on my desktop. That's why it's slightly different this time. I'm not doing it on my phone. So I don't have a button. Facebook needs to sort this out. I mean, they've only just added sharing screen capabilities, but you have to share your screen from the start of a live video, which is kind of annoying. So I can't just click add share screen like you can on Skype, for example. So maybe we'll use something else next time. I don't know. Any suggestions are welcome. Please add them to the comments if there's software that you think would work well for me doing these AMAs. All right, cool. Let's go into the first website. So Christine Schroeder, or Schroeder, I don't know how to pronounce that. Apologies if I'm saying it wrong. I think it would be Schroeder though, from my background. My Hippie Baby. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this. So I really like your site. I think it's great. The only, to be honest with you, you've got all the main things covered. The only things I would suggest are mostly cosmetic, like slight tweaks. Actually the biggest one is this hero section, the image, where it explains exactly what your website does. It is responsive, but this is an image. It's not actually text on an image. So that text gets smaller as your screen gets smaller. Might not look good on a mobile device, for starters. Also, it's not good to have text on images. I would always encourage that you have text on text in the actual HTML, because it's better for SEO, and also it's easier to control with regards to the viewport when it's like a browser that's on a mobile device with a smaller screen, or a desktop with a bigger screen. So yeah, I mean, your message is clear. The other thing I would suggest is your call to action is below the fold. So the fold basically means anything below the point at which the website loads. So when you first load your website, you'll see the logo, your menu, your main navigation, and your header section, which is an image. But there's no call to action on there because it's below the fold. I have to scroll to get to it. So that means it's below the fold. The start here button, I would also change the wording for that to subscribe, or choose a product, or choose a plan, because start here isn't very clear as to what I'm starting. I'm not entirely sure. I had to click on it to see what I was going to do next, which I saw it took me to the shop. And I see your site's running on WordPress. Just as a heads up, when I clicked start here and then I selected the monthly plan, it didn't add it to the cart straight away. I had to do it again. I'm not sure why, but maybe look into that. The other thing I would suggest is you've got some dark text on a slightly dark colored, dark blue background. Maybe experiment with making that color darker, or the background color darker, and making the text white, just to make it pop a little bit more. The other thing as well is the how does it work section. Your images are very small. I would try and increase the size of those maybe. But apart from that, you're on the right tracks. I would continue to add content. I would try and show more about I like this image with the products and, labeling them like this is organic, this is eco-friendly, this is all natural, and this is handmade. I would maybe look at doing more like pass boxes, or I know you've got these testimonials, but maybe show babies actually engaging and interacting with the products, and ask your customers, talking about testimonials in the last question, ask your customers to try and show their babies engaging with the products that are inside your box. So content is everything. Like, you want to build trust. That's number one, build trust. And yeah, you're on the right track. So I like this. It's looking really good. Another thing as well, actually just looking now, the resolution on your logo. I can hear it, but I can't see it. It's very loud. The resolution of your logo is a little bit choppy on my screen, but I'm on a Retina display, so just consider that as well. If you're working with a web designer, they might be able to help you with that. Okay, I think that kind of covers my feedback for yours. Good job, by the way, and thank you, Andrea, for sharing the link so others can look at it. Yeah, that's right. The links will be in the comments. I forgot to mention. Anything that I mentioned, Andrea is going to very helpfully share those as we talk, so you can follow along with me. Okay, let's see. Number 2 was Pebbles Winston on Kid BizBox. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh the page here for a second. kidbizbox.com. Okay, so first of all, Pebbles, I love what you're trying to do. Just to make that crystal clear, because entrepreneurship is awesome. So good on you for targeting kids and trying to do something like this. And no worries, Christine, you're welcome. Basically, the first thing that I'm presented with, because unless you're looking at the site, you'll see this, is this popover which comes up saying enter email address for exclusive discounts and offers. Now, I would change this because it's kind of intrusive. I don't even know what your business is yet when I'm getting hit with this popover, and this popover isn't telling me what your business does. I'm immediately going to close it. Literally just gone every time. I don't know anybody who fills out these popovers. God, these helicopters are so rude today. maybe they heard about the AMA and they're coming as well. 2 seconds. I can't even hear myself. Okay, back to this. Yeah, so basically, those popovers that you get, like asking you for emails to give discounts, I don't think anybody fills these ones out that come up first, unless there's a message on there that makes it clear about what they're going to get, and unless they're already primed as well to know what your business is about by the time they actually come on your website. So unless you've got like a brand that's known, or you've got a really great marketing funnel where people know before they hit your website, then I wouldn't do this popover a modal window like saying enter your email. I would do it when they exit the site, or after a certain period of time, after they've scrolled down, or they've they've already read the message that about what your business does. That's when I would do it. Or you can also do different types of pop-ups which come up on the side, at the bottom, etc. as they start scrolling. Another sumo.com, they're free. They're really great for all these like widgets and tools. I would recommend them. Noah from sumo.com is a great guy, and he founded it. Super smart guy. So yeah, that's the first thing I would say. The next thing is, when your page loads, Pebbles, there's a lot going on. I mean, you first of all get the allows kids, and then it disappears. Like, I literally couldn't even read that. Allows kids to discover and explore new entrepreneurial themes each month. It's gone. It switches too quick, this slider image. I would slow that right down, first of all. I think that it gets the message across really, really successfully and well. But I would slow it down, because I could, if I go to click that learn more button, then the slide might have already changed. Although it looks like when I actually move my mouse, it stops switching. But yeah, I would slow it down. The images, I don't know if you took them yourself or not, but some of the images on your site do look like stock photography. Personal pet peeve, no stock photography, and like a backdrop image that is like you know, something from like unsplash.com. It's just for design purposes. No stock images. That's my pet peeve. And also, some of your images have the aspect ratio is squashed. Aspect ratio meaning the ratio of height to width, which makes it look squashed, like somebody's just taken the photo and done this. I would make sure that that's perfected. But your message is correct. I can see exactly what you do. You know, it's easy to read. Another little design quirk is the social media icons. They are not very, they don't pop very easily. They're quite small compared to the rest of the content on your site, and the color, there's no color in it, so it kind of gets lost. It's like washed out. Let me just check here what you're using to run your website. Google App Engine, interesting. Oh, it's Wix. It's Wix. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, Wix is somewhat limited. I'd be interested to see how this works out for you in the long run. I'm just clicking through now. Let's see, subscribe now. Oh, you're on Subly. Okay, so I would also recommend, I don't know, I think I've tried this before myself using Wix with our embedded checkout. I don't think it's possible with Wix. But yeah, see how you get on with this. I would just tidy those little things up. I would also get testimonials. That's really, really key. Get testimonials. You want to build trust. I would show what's gone in the box previously. You know, sample products that have been in before, etc., etc. Show people what they're going to get, what they manage their expectations, build trust, build social proof. You know, get testimonials from your customers on there, and you should be good to go. I mean, another thing as well you're missing is FAQs. Now that I'm looking at, oh no, I see at the bottom there's FAQs. Let me click on that quickly. Okay, good. Yep, you got extensive FAQs. Fantastic. Yeah, this is clear. Just those little design quirks, and then I would maybe suggest looking into a different website builder platform that will allow you to actually embed the checkout process into your website. That's just a personal thing, though. I'll personally say I'm not a fan of Wix. I think it's very easy. It's great for getting started, but there are better website builder platforms out there that have, you know, better preset templates. Maybe a little bit more fiddly to use. Wix is great because it's very simplified, but it comes with a trade-off. So let us know how you get along with that. Get on with that. Andrea's got some suggestions for you as well down in the comments here. How are we for time? Ooh, 3 minutes. Let me see. Alex Allen. Alex, if you're listening, I can do a quick review in 2 minutes, or you can wait till the next AMA, which is in 2 weeks. So comment now if you're listening. I see you are commenting. Alex, are you there? All right, executive decision. He's not, he's obviously tuned out. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to have time, so I'm just going to round up. So Alex, next week, please post on the event page your website address, and I'll do a review on that one next AMA in 2 weeks. AMAs every 2 weeks. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, comment, like, etc., etc., etc. It gives me warm fuzzies and keeps me inspired and motivated to keep inspiring you guys and helping you. I mean, I'm not the be-all and end-all expert, but I like to help where I can. You know, a decade of experience with web design, for example. Hopefully that helps. Keep engaged in the group, guys. I'm loving the group. Absolutely. Keep helping each other. Keep asking questions. And if you want to talk to me, just general business, kick the can. Tweet me at Stefan Pretty. I'll be there to respond to your tweets. I'm actually going off to Tony Robbins for the week ahead. I'm not sure what to expect. My sister bought me tickets for my birthday, which was 2 weeks ago. So I'll be tweeting about it, no doubt, if anybody's interested, at Stefan Pretty. And yeah, guys, let's keep on hustling. Let's keep on rocking. And I'm excited for the next AMA already. I'll create an event page after this. Make sure you RSVP and ask those questions on the event page and submit your websites for review. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thanks for attending. And love you, but got to leave you. Have a good one, guys. Till next time.